Hello friends, welcome to Shiksha. In previous session we discussed about introduction to Google Sheets and basic operations. In this session we will discuss about the headers in the Google Sheets, and mostly in this session we will concentrate on file, edit and view. So let's start the session. So before going into these sessions, I would give a shortcut which opens these headers very easily. If you want to open this file, you can directly click file, or just plus Alt plus F. By clicking Alt plus F, it directly opens that. See, you can even open edit, view all also. Just plus Alt and the first letter in the word. If you want edit, plus Alt plus C. Whatever you want, just press the button. With Alt, it opens that header. If you think open share, let's see what consists in the file section. Share, we already discussed about share, so next let's go to the next part. New. While clicking new, you can, if you click spreadsheet, it opens a new spreadsheet, an entirely new one. See, yeah, like this. An entirely new spreadsheet will be open, where you can work once again. If you don't want template, if you have some certain templates or certain formats that showed in your storage, you can import that template and you can make the sheet look same as that. Next, if you can open new, you can open a document, presentation, form or drawing, anything. Here open, by clicking open, you can already open the sheets which are already work done by, and you can upload a new sheet from your device. Import is also one thing. You can import all the things that you did in a previous workbook, open in this worksheet. You can check wherever you want drive, and if you want, you can upload it from your device as well. Making a copy. Make a copy. If you click this, the Excel just, the Google Sheet just copies this sheet and it pastes in the drive once again. So now you will have same worksheet 2 times. So it's not, if you want to make a copy before anything is done in the Google Sheet, you can make a copy and then you work on the new sheet. Or if you want to work on the old sheet, just make a copy, leave the new one alone and work on the old one. Email this file. By clicking, you can email this file to whomever you want. Send yourself a copy. By clicking this, you can send yourself as a copy. You can make a message. So it will go from the email ID you are operating at this point. So you can make this in a PDF or a Microsoft Excel or an Office spreadsheet, just like this, just in Google Sheet also. Email collaborators option. Here, if you see email collaborators, you can send it to the persons who you already share this access, who you have already given access to the sheet. You can share it with them. You can download this sheet and convert it into Microsoft Excel. So you can convert in Microsoft Excel into a Google Sheet by importing, then you can download it and convert into a Microsoft Excel. You can convert whatever you want, but mostly you use Excel as an Excel. So Google Sheet, mostly Microsoft Excel suffices for what you want to do. Making available offline. If you want to make any changes in offline, once you get connected to the network, it saves the changes. Until then, if you are out of network, even then you can make changes. Once the net is back, it will change all the, it will make all the changes saved. Version history. Version history means, these are all the changes that I made the last time which it saved and the next time it saved. See, these are all the changes I made. If you want, I can make, this is the new version right now. See, with all this, if I want, I can go to a older version where there is nothing, there is a blank cell. If I click restore this version, then just you can see I get whatever time the version is, I can get version. If you don't want this, just go to the version history and get the previous. See, you can just restore this version once again. We already talked about the rename section, when you can directly click here, or you can go to the file section and click rename it doesn't make a difference. Moving, by clicking move, you can move it in drive wherever you want in the drive. Since it stays in the drive, it's not much of a use as well. Adding a shortcut, you can add a shortcut to drive. Move to bin deletes the sheet. So publish to web. By clicking publish to web, you can either share entire document or a sheet as a web page, as whatever you want, PDF. You can directly publish to the web this web sheet. Then whoever searches further with the correct keywords, they can have the document detail shows where the location, the owner, the last modification, and who's the one created the sheet. Let's get into spreadsheet settings. Spreadsheet settings shows you what are the formatting details as currency and all. So basically, Google Sheets will be, the gender will be United Kingdom and the time zone will be wherever you work. So English work, because of the language settings, keep it as United Kingdom, which would be good. And calculations, this on change calculations, and whenever you use these functions, every time you use these functions, they will change. But on change, and every time you change this, there will be a change. But if you have on change every minute, then they will change for every minute and every hour. We will discuss this when we discuss about these now today, and rand between functions are there. See, here iterative calculation is off, but if you want iterative calculations, if you want a specific result, it just uses maximum number of iterations. It's just a circular reference. Whenever you give a certain formula, it just works the calculation until it gets the desired result you want. See, until this gets, it just does the calculation over and over. Next, since we are done with file, let's go to edit. In edit, it consists undo, redo, cut. Cut. We'll use some shortcuts for this. If you press Ctrl Z, Ctrl and Z, it undoes the last change you do. And if you press Ctrl Y, it just redoes what you did before. So it just undoes the undo. That's it. Next, if you press Ctrl X, it just cuts the value, and if you press Ctrl V, it pastes the value elsewhere. So if you just press Ctrl C, it copies the value, and pressing Ctrl V, there are two values. If you press a Ctrl X, then only it directly fully cuts the value and pastes it elsewhere. If you press Ctrl C, then it just copies the value and places elsewhere. If you want these shortcuts, it's all available in the edit section. For paste, it's Ctrl V. Then for paste special, paste special also has an shortcut opening Alt plus E plus S. Press Alt plus E plus S on your tab. It directly opens the paste special. When you press a paste special, let's say if you did a calculation called equal to 2 plus 3, 5. If you want to plus 5, and if you decide a paste, if you want, let's say 2 plus 3, 5. Let's go to paste special and paste values only. Let's copy this and let's go to paste special and press paste values only. See, it doesn't paste all the formula, it just pastes the direct value whatever it is. Now let's format it. See, it's now in the bold section and it is of a 12. It's a bigger, and increase the column range. This is how it is. Now copy this and you can do paste. Go to here, go to paste special, paste format only. It just paste the format. Now whatever you type in this cell will become B and it's bold and it comes in italic. See, just paste what's the format the picture is. Edit once again. If you paste special except borders, then it won't paste the border. If let's see, Control C and plus Control V, it pastes with the border. And if you come to paste special and all except borders, it won't paste the borders. It just directly paste whatever it is, everything except the border. If you press column width only, the column will be same. The column width, if you check the column width, it will be same as this. If you press paste formula only, it pastes the formula directly. So if you paste the formula, you will get the value as well. Next, data validation, consider form and paste transposed. These all will be discussed. We'll discuss this in the next session when we discuss about conditional formatting and data validation. Next, if you want Control H, you can find and replace here, or you can press directly a shortcut called Control H to actually find and replace. Let's say find and replace. Here if you check, there is a GGC. Let me type it. GGC. And if I want to replace it with, let's say, sheet. See, you can search this on all sheets or this sheet, or you can give a specific range. Specific range would be, you can give a specific range as well. You can press match case, mean if there is a case, if you greater than or less than, you can do that. And if you want, you can set match, enter cell contents, search using, also search with formula. If you want, you can search with a form. If you just press find, it will just find the value. If you just press replace, it just replaces that way. If you press replace all, it will directly replaces all. And then see, now GGC turned into sheet. So this, by using this, if there is some mistakes in your sheet, you can directly change this with find and replace value. Now you can know, by using this, you can delete values. By using a delete values button, you can directly delete values. And you can sometimes delete this entire row. If you select the 9th row, here there is 5. So the entire row gets deleted. See, if you select row 4, go to edit and delete. If you delete, nothing happens. The numbers won't change. Just that row gets eliminated and the next row gets the number 4. If you delete column B, column will get deleted and the C column will become B, D will become C now. Delete cells and shift up. Let's see if this is how it is. If you can delete cells and shift left, it deletes the shelf whatever it is and it shifts the whole row beside. See, that's what happens. Delete cells and shift up. If you click delete cells and shift up, it deletes the cell and it shifts the bottom row to the top row. You mean now the 11th row becomes 10th, 10th becomes 9th. Clear notes. If let's say here, if you add some notes, insert some comments, if you click this clear notes, it just clears every note that you do. Now let's go into this view section. Let's go to view section. In view, there are freeze. This is mostly even called as freeze pane. By clicking freeze, if you select view and freeze, if you select one row, then one row gets freezed no matter how far you go. See, the first row will stay frozen and you can go when you are using a large data sets of when there are some data sets which are nearly 500 to 100 cells, it's very difficult for you to catch what are there with the headings. So in that case, you can freeze the first, you can see the first row, which is obviously the headings row. If not hits the headings, if the headings is in second row, you can select, you can freeze 2 rows. See, but if you want some certain number of rows, then you can use up to current row. It means just select this row, select 9th row, go to view, freeze up to the current. So now 9 rows gets freezed. See, the bottoms 10 to 12, 22, these are moving, but the 9 freeze, these 9 rows stays intact. You can even do it for the columns up to column C. See, now if you change the only these sheets will move, and if you move the side, see, until C it stays, there will be no movement, but the remaining will move. This is the use of freeze panes, which will be useful when you are working with a large data sets, with large number of rows and columns filled. If you remove grid lines, if you remove these grid lines, it will become, see, there won't be any grid line. But in the end, you will always select a cell for any formatting, or if you want to do anything, if you want to format a sheet using these grid lines and pasting borders is a good option. Removing these grid lines and pasting it makes your sheet look good. And if you once again go and check grid lines, it's equal. Select the range, move the borders. That's it. Protected range. If you select the range, and you can protect this range while sharing to someone, because when you protect this range while sharing to someone, they can't make changes in these ranges until you give them protect access to. Next, clicking off this formula bar, it makes the formula bar disappear above. Once again clicking it makes it appear. Next, show formula. Let's say here there is equal to 2 plus 3 equal to 5 in this cell. So if we click show formula, it won't show the calculation, it just shows the formula. If you remove this show formula, see, you can see that. Now see, you can protect the sheet. Here you can protect the sheet with range, or a sheet you can protect whatever you want, and you can set permissions. Only you or someone, whatever you want, you want to change that. And here you can see all the protected ranges, whatever you want, wherever you protected. Now if there are 2 sheets, and by selecting hide sheet, it hides one of the sheets. Going to view, and if you see, click here hidden sheets, there is a sheet which is hidden, and it opens the hidden sheet. See, once again you can go here and you can hide a sheet whenever you want. Clicking zoom, you can directly change it here, or you can go into view and pressing full screen makes it appear full screen, removing all the controls. But without controls it will be difficult to work, so press escape or directly press dismiss to come back to the normal view. Okay friends, this is enough for this session. We'll meet in the next session where we will discuss the remaining headers. So please watch this video once again and attempt the quiz in our website to get a good knowledge of what you learned today. Thanks for watching.